Hi, everybody. Welcome to ITF Late Night Live. Sorry for the slightly late start, but we're here. We're ready to go. I have Trent Rumley and Chris Neino here from St. Mary's Baseball. How's it going, guys?
What's up? No,
Doing
good.
good.
And as we've done with a lot of these two came up with some questions for each other. So we're going to start with that. You guys can take it away.
All right, I got the first one. Chris, what would you say now that this was your senior year and it got taken away? What would you say your favorite high school memory or memories is?
It's gonna have to be being with the boys. Just miss all the guys, all the car rides, going to the games, bumping in the car.
Yep.
Just playing. We're a big family. We got torn apart.
Yes, we did.
All right. Trent, what are your expectations for senior year?
Same as they always are. I mean, I'm a winner. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to win this thing again. I can see it happening. Like, it's going to take a lot. We need leaders. We need some more leaders to step up. We lost a lot of good leaders with a lot of experience with the senior class this year and the senior class last year. But I definitely think we got the guys that are willing to step up. And I don't know. We'll see. I think we could take it home. I think that's always the goal. But
For sure. You got one?
I'm good. Whatever Melissa's got.
All right.
All right.
Do you guys have any more questions for him? Are you guys good to go?
Good to go.
We're good to go.
All right. I guess if, we want to reflect a little bit, obviously, it stinks getting your last season taken away from you, Chris, but what are some of your best high school memories, baseball and just, at Mary's in general?
I met a lot of good people there. Coming out of North Tonawanda, I never thought I'd be going to St. Mary's. So definitely met a lot of people. I wouldn't be going the same path I'd be on right now if I didn't go there. All the people I met. So shout out to all them.
All right. We have a couple comments here from Eric Kegler. He says, "Cut your hair, Nino." He says it's disgusting. And Trent, he says, "Canisius in 2."
Oh, I don't know. We knocked them out last year. It should be good again next year, really.
All right. Yeah, and I mean, if you guys want to talk a little bit about this season, just kind of the disappointment, obviously, not being able to play this year together, being able to, kind of follow up what happened last year. Yeah, go ahead, whatever you guys want to share from that.
All right, I'll go first. I'm just really disappointed because we had a lot of guys that, like I said earlier, were experienced, and we had a really good group of leaders back again, which is huge because the year we won the cup, I really truly believe that it wasn't just we were the better baseball team that came out on top in Game 3. It was just we were all leaders. We held everybody accountable. There wasn't one guy that was allowed to slack, no matter how good he was in the past or whatever. And really, we were just confident. We had like a different swag to us. We just came into every game thinking we were going to win. It wasn't really a big deal. We were going to play some ball, have some fun, then go hang out after, go out to eat, do something. And that's, like Neino said, that's the stuff we miss, the little stuff like that. That's the fun stuff that when it's over, you look back on and you're like, man, that was a lot of fun. More than just the baseball games, more than just practicing, everything like that, all the little things. Go ahead, Neino.
I think it comes down, we all stuck together like glue. It wasn't really a weak link of the team. One guy goes down, another guy picks him up. Led by Wagner, he's a great coach. Just had a lot of good talent too. Really strong lineup. 1 to 9 was strong. We had a good staff. Strong up the middle. We really played as a family.
And that's what put us on top in the end.
We have a question here. Actually, there's a question for each of you. For Neino, these are from Ty Mandola. For Neino, what's your favorite thing to eat at lunch?
It's gonna have to be sour cream. I drink it by the gallon. He know about that, you know. Yeah.
No, he's been fasting.
No, I put sour cream on everything.
Sour cream's good. Yeah. And Trent, what do you like to sing?
My canned oranges. That's gotta be. That's what I'm known for in the cafeteria, man. Just pounding them oranges.
Well, your question. He asked, "What do you like to sing?"
Oh, what do I like to sing? Oh man, anything. You give me a song, I'll sing it. He knows that. He knows better. There's no genre, nothing specific.
All right. Marie Rhodes has a question, and Ava Miller seconded this. So it says Fort tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Of course. That's
I don't know, man.
Yeah, Neino doesn't participate. He's not cool like that, I guess.
Maybe tonight. Maybe. We'll see.
And Eric Hegler has another question. He says it's from CJ Oz. It says, "How's Penn State, Neino?"
Yeah, Penn State's pretty good, man. No comment.
All right. Moving on then. We are still hopeful, that there will be some summer baseball, even though we didn't get to play this spring. And obviously that's kind of what we all need after, the disappointment of this spring. If we're able to get out on a baseball diamond, it'll just make everything better. So this summer, I know, Chris, you were originally going to play Legion Ball as well as Royal Printing, but now it looks like it'll just be Royal Printing, hopefully. What are you expecting there? And what are you expecting, just in terms of summer ball in general?
Well, it's another great group of guys, usually the youngest kid on the team. Just look up to all of them. It's a really good experience. I was really looking forward to Legion. Legion got canceled, unfortunately. We had a big, I think it was West Virginia trip, Beast of the East. We were looking forward to that. Would have been a nice road trip. Yeah, I just got to look forward to Royal Printing now. It's the only thing I have left. So hopefully I get to play some summer ball.
Yeah. And then Trent, you're playing for Western New York Prospects this summer. What are you expecting there?
Just no expectations at this point. I just itching to play baseball. Like, I haven't been on a baseball field. It seems like forever, man. It's been last time I played a baseball game was fall ball, which is like 9 months ago. Like, that's crazy. I've never gone that long, never, and it sucks. I don't know. I just really want to play baseball. I don't have too many expectations because, I don't want it to get canceled or something, then get sad about it. But I just want to play baseball, be with the boys again, like Neino said, run it up.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, for sure. And I guess, just kind of going off of that, if we are able to, get out on the field again, like we said, just, how much will that mean to you guys at this point?
You go ahead.
I mean, everything. Right. It's been so long, we, been to Depew a couple times, just trying to get on a field, take batting practice, work with the boys, just being together. Just really miss it a lot, and we'll do anything to play right now.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, I agree with that. I just really want to go compete, be with the guys. Like my travel team, we got a lot of different schools on there. A couple from Aries, we got Beat Thome and Curl. You guys are in the crowd. What's up, guys? We got a couple from Lancaster. We're pretty spread out. So I like being with them guys who are baseball first, like to talk about baseball and then hang with them, just being with them all the time. Travel ball is just really fun. Just like school ball, you make a lot of memories, and that's what matters. That's what I'm missing.
Mm-hmm. And then, aside from baseball, what else are you guys missing right now? And what are you doing to, kind of stay busy and stay sane?
Definitely a lot of video games. There really isn't nothing to do right now. Card tag. They know what it is in the crowd. Couple good times, couple bad times.
Yeah,
a lot of video games.
Sure. There's not. It kind of sucks. We usually just go and we got school events to go to and then hang out after, before, driving around with people, just doing fun stuff. But now, since that's all closed, obviously, there's not much going on, not much for us to go do. So we just been filling time, talking online as much as we can. Car tag, like Neino said, a lot of fun there sometimes. Yesterday, not so much. Rough day last night. We won't talk about that one, but
tough scene.
Tyler Curl says, "What's up, boys?"
What's up,
And
man?
What up, big guy?
Ty Mendola has another question for Neino. He wants to know if you're getting drafted in MLB or NHL first.
I think I'm going to take my talents at tennis, to be honest with you.
Okay.
In badminton or tennis, one of them.
I mean, at least tennis is, you're allowed to play right now, so.
Right.
Hey, shout out Ty Curl. Ty Curl with that base loaded hit in the chip. Good job, DH.
Yeah, I heard he put on 90 pounds in the offseason, too.
Yeah, he's been lifting a lot. A lot, man.
That's a perfect segue into Let's Talk Georgetown Cup. If you guys want to start kind of, walk me through the regular season a little bit last year, kind of what you guys expected and just, a little bit, we've talked about just kind of how close the whole league was. So if you guys want to kind of talk about that to start, and then we'll get to the championship in a little bit.
All right.
Trent, you got it?
All right. So I'm going to go back to the year before that even, because I was on JV as a freshman. Neino was catching for varsity as a sophomore. And then towards the end of the year when JV was done, and I think there was one regular season game left for that varsity team. So obviously a lot of us got called up. And Luke Zablewski and I played, we played every playoff game from that point on. And as soon as we got there, me and Luke both said, this is just different culture. The boys were so tight knit. We had that year there was a lot of seniors, and they were all battle tested. They were in the Georgetown Cup the year before that. They lost to Joe's. So these guys were all brothers, just like how we were last year. And now me and Luke get called up, and we're just trying to get into that family. So the first game, we're playing Jack Collins. He's pitching. He's at Binghamton right now. Real good pitcher. He shuts down everybody. We put up 3 runs on him. Never forget it. They come back. Frank Propus is on the mound. If he's in the audience, what's up, man? He's a great leader. All those seniors were great leaders. But anyways, we get tied up, and I come in. I get the game-winning hit. First game, wow, that's crazy. And at first, you're thinking of I don't know. I'm kind of that immature freshman, just kind of happy I did that, thinking about me, but instead of the team. So anyways, we go into the next series. We got Joe's, who knocked them out of the Georgetown Cup last year. So these guys they're out for blood now. It's a pretty intense series. So we just go in, we win the first game. Another good leader, Matt Chesky, hit a home run, put us up in that one. We get to game 2, we lose a shootout, 12-2. Everybody was just stroking that day. I don't know what was going on there. The pitchers were not doing very well. So then we get into game 3, and another call-up, sophomore Brennan Walsh. Where the varsity team really doesn't have any pitching left, really. We're kind of running low, kind of worried. So coach texts us. He said, we're going to put Brennan out there. Let's see how he does. Brennan, who was our ace last year, him and Alex Ballett, comes in, pitches a great game, keeps us. We were winning. What was it? 2-1. I think 2-1.
1 or 2 run lane. Yeah.
Yeah. In the 6th. So we're in the 6th inning, 2-1, and then all of a sudden, I don't know. Apparently at lightning flash. I don't know. It was a little weird situation, but Joe's coach calls the game basically. So we got to come back the next day after we had all the momentum going into the 7th. Just working together as a team. We thought we had it. We had all the momentum. So we come back the next day. So now it's basically for athletes, that's a total reset. It feels like a 0-0. And Brennan can't throw anymore because of the pitching rules, how they work. So that night, we had a senior center fielder who was playing at Bonaventure right now, Christian Zablewski. He's known to throw the ball hard, but we're not sure where it's going. So, I mean, he's a senior. They trusted him. He's been up there a long time, a lot of experience. So they threw him out there. Didn't pitch good, wasn't finding the zone, whatever. So I'm standing in center field at the time, and I'm a freshman. I'm 15 years old. I'm nervous. I'm looking around. There's people everywhere. I'm I've never been in a game like this. And all of a sudden I get called on to pitch. Here we go. I'm running in from center. I'm looking each way. There's a lot of people here. I don't know. So I get to the mound. I throw my warm-ups or whatever. Neino comes out. He's a sophomore too. So he's a little youngin' too. And he's like, all right, man, good luck. He didn't even know he asked me what pitches I threw. I remember that. Like, I'm pitching in the biggest game of the season. Asked me how many pitches. And I come in like bases loaded too, like worst situation ever. And the first guy I throw to, like second pitch, just ropes a single right up the middle, almost takes my kneecap off. So I'm like, this isn't looking good. Like, now I'm on the mound. I'm kind of thinking about the seniors. Like, I immediately right there switch from me to we. Like, I don't know. I was just thinking about my seniors. I was like, I really can't see them cry from losing again. Like, I can't do that. I can't let that happen. So I don't know. Something hit me. I locked in, get the outs, and then the game continues. We get to like the 14th inning, and I just keep seeing these guys battle. Nobody's hitting from either teams. And then I got to come out because of pitch limits. We throw in another freshman, and we just lost. I don't know, 15 innings. That's a lot of baseball. We were all pretty shot after the game. It was one of the biggest bumming moments ever. And I feel like I really grew as a person that day because all summer I just thought about it. Every game I went to, it didn't feel the same because I was just like, whatever, like we lost that game. It sucks. So then we come back next year and we have a good group of guys back, even though we lost a ton of seniors. And we're just like, we know what we have to do. Let's just go out and do it because we've all been battle tested now. Like every guy that was in the lineup has been battle tested. And so we get into the season. We do really well in Myrtle Beach. We go down there. We win like 6-2, 6-1 or something. Had a good time down there. That's why Neino laughed. So we come back home. We're pretty excited to start league play. The weather's getting warmer. We get out. We drop our first 3 games. I think 2 to Joe's, 1 to Franny's. And we were just kind of, I don't know, heartbroken, I guess. But at the same time, with all the experience and leaders we have, knowing how the league works, typically it's like any of these games could go any way just because of the talent on every team. So we just kind of hunkered down and grinded the rest of the season. We finished the season like we won like 8 straight games at one point. We were just rolling. Then we get to the playoffs. We got to play Nichols because the first 3 games killed us in the seedings. So we had to play a 1-game playoff quarterfinal. We go into Nichols. I'm starting the game on the mound where I'm supposed to only throw like 3 innings, keep the game close, come out so I can be fresh for the semifinal against Canisius. So that didn't really work out. I didn't really throw very well. I had to throw like 5 innings because I was getting beat up a little bit. And we ended up winning that in a shootout. So it was a little closer than we expected. It was like 6-3 or 4, something like that. But anyway, we get past there. We go into Canisius. We got Ballard on the mound, ace. You got Western New York Pitcher of the Year, or first team all Western New York. I don't think he got Pitcher of the Year for the league. I know that. I'm not sure about Western New York. But yeah, he comes out. We're pretty confident. Obviously, our ace is on the bump, best defense with him. And he just couldn't find the zone that day. I don't know, something went wrong. We ended up dropping that 3-2, and that was a heartbreaker. We were all kind of like nervous, not knowing, but at the same time, again, we had those leaders. We were all pretty confident coming into game 2. Coming to game 2, they got a good pitcher, Dan Toko. We killed him. We hit him all over the place. I don't know what got into us. We were just, and every guy they threw, Toko got pulled. We ripped the next guy. We just kept hitting. We get to game 3. Flawless defense from both teams, 2-0 game. We won, and that was one of the best moments. Neino can agree with that. That was probably second to winning the cup all year. Like, just dogpiling at Delaware Park, an awful field that we just played lights out defense. It was nuts.
Almost broke my neck.
Yep, yeah, and the dog piles we hurt Neino a little bit, but I mean that's not the point, dude. We don't really care.
Yeah, we won.
But yeah, we finished that game. All of the fan support, all the people that are listening to this right now, like us players, we appreciate. That's what ultimately we came down to playing for. We played for the school. We played for the group of guys we're next to. That's what put us over the top. I really truly believe that. Nobody played for themselves. There was not one guy on that team that was worried about himself. So anyways, we go out to eat after that game, have a good time, and then the next day we wake up. It's like, all right, we got a Georgetown Cup to win now. Like, we ain't done. We got to do this for the seniors last year who are coming to our games watching. We got to do this for – there was a lot of juniors seniors on our team that were juniors when they lost in the cup and lost to Joes all the time. So we know we're playing Joes. These guys have a lot of memories against Joes, bad ones, real bad ones. And we come out, we win game 1. Cole Murray, Slimer, what's up, man, if you're out there? 3 RBIs, first inning, 3 RBIs. We're up 3-0. We ended up winning 5-3. Game 2, we come out, and it's like rainy again. So we're like, it's kind of like flashbacks. It's rainy. We got Joe's again. We're going to force game 3. So we're down like 6-2. I had a really bad start, probably my worst start of the year. We fight back, just like we always have all year, fought back. And we get to, I think it was in the 7th inning, actually. Brennan Walsh, stud pitcher, comes in. We're like, okay, we're in a pretty good spot. Probably going to win this. We're up 4 runs after we fought all the way back. We got up to 4 runs. And like first pitch he makes, the kid hits a line drive. I'm that short. I dove, caught it. And me and Cole Oskowski, another leader, second base, I just look at him and I'm like, this is it, dude. Like this has to be it. The curse is over. Like 38 years, 39 years. Like this is it. And then all of a sudden, Joe's comes on. They hit like 5-6 straight hits. Like I've never seen anything like it. They fight all the way back. Then we're in extras. Feels just like the year before, where we're 15 innings. But 11th inning comes and they end up hitting a walk off. I mean, we got game 3. It is what it is.
I covered that game. It was crazy because I remember it. It rained, so we weren't sure if we were even going to get the game in. I was sort of supposed to work that night, so I texted the people I was working with. You guys all right without me? I'm like, because I don't know when this game is starting. And I was even like, should I go? Is it gonna get rained out? So we started like an hour and a half later than
it started at like 6:30.
Yeah, and then just back and forth. The final I believe was 12-8. Was it?
Yeah.
They racked them up.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. And the crazier part is me and Cole were at the top of the lineup all year. We were like some of our best just contributors, just hitting guys in all year. Luke Zabluski steals 3rd, which is the crazy, huge stolen base. That's gigantic in a game that close. And we have a walk-off opportunity with 1 out with Cole Oskowski up, and he strikes out. The kid struck out like twice all year, like probably like 5 times his whole high school career. So everybody's just kind of like, I don't know, Trent's up. Like, let's see what he can do. Let's see what happens. And in my head, I'm just kind of like, this is all or nothing. Let's get this running. Let's go home. Like, and I strike out too. Like, I don't think that's happened all season that we struck out back to back. Like, all we had to do was put a ball in play and we win. Didn't happen. We lost that one. And we weren't really, I mean, to be honest, we all still had a pretty positive attitude because we had game 3. We knew Will Carlone from Joe's had arm problems, so he wasn't throwing. He was a real good pitcher all 4 years, played since freshman year. Good player. So, yeah, we come into game 3. We face one of their guys. Neino, what are you doing, man? Come on. You're in an interview.
The parents walk in the door, man.
So we going into game 3 confident. Like we got Brady O'Brien on the mound, not that experienced pitcher. He didn't throw that much all year, but he's a leader. So I was like, he's going to step up. I know Brady. He's going to step up, and he did. We ended up getting to the last inning. It was 5-2.
And just if I can just interject real quick, just a cool little backstory too was. Brady's not playing college baseball or anything, right? So that was his last baseball game either way. Yep. And, it was just kind of cool to see that. And obviously, like I said, I covered game 2. And after the craziness of that, I was like, well, I guess I'm coming back to cover game 3. So.
Like, another cool thing about Brady is when we go on our retreats on freshman year, our freshman retreat, we write a letter to our future senior self, and then we get them back senior year. And he wrote in there, we're going to win the Georgetown Cup my senior year. And it was kind of cool just to see he got to pitch that game. He kind of led us to it. So that was a cool little background. But anyways, with 5-2 in the last inning, we're like, none of us are like excited at all. Because after seeing what happened yesterday, we're all just like, all right, we're just playing baseball. Okay. So we're there. Brady starts slowing down for some reason. I don't know. They start hitting him around. They score a run. And then all of a sudden it's 5-3. So we're kind of all looking at each other like, is this going to be a repeat? We still curse? Like, what's going on here? And then he gets an out. We get another out. So we got 2 outs, 2 runs to give up. Guy on first base, I'll never forget this moment. I throws the pitch, little chopper, nice easy ground ball for me. And I'm not thinking at all, really, on this play. So there's a guy on first. I could have just flipped it right to second. Everybody's yelling second. But, like, I wouldn't know that if I didn't see a video because I did not hear a single thing because I'm so, like, locked in and worried about this out. Throw it to first, get it. And I'll just never forget seeing the ball travel to first base and knowing that it's, like, we're getting this out and we're winning this game. Like, and then all of a sudden it moves so fast. And then you hear fans scream. You really just did that. Dog pile. Everything. It was the most surreal moment in my entire life, and I really do believe that the times that I brought up the year before that with the group of seniors, Frank Propus, Ben Maz, Matt Chesky, Christian, all those other guys that I might have left out, they really showed us the ways, and I think that since all of the kids on that team last year got to experience that, that's what really put us over the top, having that kind of dog mentality going into it. So that's kind of my long story, a lot of background there, but that's kind of what I think really led into it.
All right, Neino,
Go ahead,
I'm ready for your take.
Am I supposed to talk about the after party or what?
No, nope.
Probably not.
Catholic school.
Catholic, yeah.
What do you got?
what do you remember the most from the season, from winning the cup, from the playoffs, everything?
What was that?
Sorry, what do you remember the most from the season, from the playoffs, from winning the cup, everything like that?
It was just one big memory. Really just being with the boys, just one long trip. Just right, like Trent said, coming off that last season, it was really a heartbreaker. I saw, like, at the end of the game, I saw everybody crying. I was like, next year we got to get it. I told everybody we had to get it, We ended up getting it, Went through a lot of tough battles. Canisius, Joe's, like you said, the whole league is just tight. There really isn't one team that you can say can beat everybody and win the thing. So, really, I think we just came together, played the best, and we won it. It's just one big memory, Never
Still
forget
get
it.
chills thinking about it, talking about
it.
Chills.
Yeah. We just have a couple of comments here. Let's see. Connor Schmidt says, "Sup, boys? The bromance at its finest."
What? What's up, man?
Sydney, I'm afraid I'm going to butcher your last name.
Adamano
says she's the number one fan right here. Mackenzie Jensen says, stuff. Trent, you should publish a book.
Love you, Kenzie. It's my sister, technically.
Okay. Sydney says, life story right there. And Cameron Holmes says, poor Chris.
Yeah. Shout out Sid and that women's basketball team, man. They're striving. They're making good strides. We're going to take home that championship next year too. So that's another one.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to add about, Georgetown Cup or, Mary's baseball right now?
I'm good. I don't think Mary's baseball is going anywhere, man. Next year we got another good group. I really do believe that. And we are all battle tested. A lot of good kids that I know can step up as leaders that may have not had to in the past, but now I think they're going to have to, and I think they're going to. I really do.
Yeah. How has kind of, this spring, I guess for both of you, Chris just kind of from like a life standpoint too, and then Trent from that, but also, you guys as a team and you as a player, how has it kind of changed your perspective on things? Chris, you go first.
I think it's just don't take anything for granted, I don't think anybody coming into this year would think the coronavirus would come around, end everything like this. I don't think anybody would have predicted it. It really isn't like everything we miss, coronavirus, like it just ruined everything, Everything's out of business, sports are canceled, everything's closed. Can't go hang out with your friends. Everything's just gone, I feel like just everything got taken away from us, So
yeah, my thing this season, it made me really appreciate and understand what like high school is all about. Like it's really like schoolwork aside, all the annoying stuff that we have to do on a daily basis. Like it's really a lot of fun, and people that tell you it's the best 4 years of their life, like I'm starting to believe them. Like as a little kid, like starting out, you don't believe that. Now, like you start to really believe that. And like people that tell me, you know, there's some adults, and when the season got canceled on Twitter, everything, a lot of different opinions were floating around. And when people tell me like high school sports are just high school sports, they say just high school or stuff like that, I just get mad. Like it means a ton. Like I know me and tons of my teammates grew as a person, just a lot. And switching from me to we, just understanding that one day you're going to hit something that's a lot bigger than you, and you're going to need somebody else's help, and you're going to need teammates, family, whatever it is. It just makes you grow as a person. It really made me understand how important high school sports were to me and all my guys and all the families. Like last year when we won the chip, it wasn't just us being bonding and stuff. Like my mom, man, she was partying with the other moms. You should have seen those moms. I've never seen anything like it. They were going crazy. Yeah, everybody just bonds over it. It really brings a community together.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, obviously I have a slightly different perspective than you guys, but, you know, I'm able to see, you know, from a lot of teams just how special high school sports are. And when I first started covering them, you know, I thought maybe like, all right, well, I'll start with high school sports and go on from there. But I fell in love with covering sports at the high school level. I've covered like a couple Sabres games and interviewed a couple like NHL players here and there, and it's kind of um, you know, they're like, all right, whatever, like, you know, it's just like their job, but you know, for this, it's, you know, you guys bond so much, and you know, there's something special about playing for your school too. And you know, I'm able to see the way that, you know, you guys kind of grow as people, as teams and stuff like that too, and it's just all really cool to see, and I absolutely love covering it. um we have a couple less serious questions here, or I guess really just one, but two people wanted to know it. um First of all, I don't think I shared this comment. Nicole Norton says, Trent, you're an inspiration. Um, and then Coach O. Oh no,
Coach
okay,
O.
yes. Coach O wants to know. This came from Sydney, but she says Coach O wants to know Trent's opinion on Michael or Jordan, or I'm
Hmm.
sorry, Michael or LeBron. She
It's
corrected the
LeBron.
question
That's really, man. I don't want to get started. This is a baseball interview, sir.
there.
LeBron's the GOAT. It's really not a question. I don't know why it's
That's
a
cap.
debate. I don't know why it's a debate. I really don't understand just watching LeBron. Like I don't know. I'll just say 6'8", 265. That's really it. That's really all I gotta say.
Chris, do you have anything to add or debate?
I think how many rings does he have? He's 1, 2, 3, 6, I think. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna try not to dive into that. That's a pretty serious topic around school. Not gonna lie, with Coach O too, Sid's dad. Man, we have so many conversations about that. Shout out Coach O.
um, and then we can move to Chris. You are playing baseball at N Trip next year. Do you want to tell us just kind of a little bit about that? You know, how that kind of came about, how you got in contact with them, why you ended up playing there, and Trent, if you have anything to add or any other questions you want to ask them about that too,
Yeah.
feel free.
All
All right. Start off playing at I think Casanova Park. After the game, Kling came up to me and he's like, "Oh, you should come on trip, right?" Had a big conversation. Talked about the whole program as a whole. I ended up staying in contact with him. I thought I was going to go to Hilbert, somewhere else. I had other opportunities. I never thought I would be going on trip, to be honest. One time, I was asked if I wanted to go down trip. My cousin Cole Laskowski, he'd tell me, he's like, you gotta come here. I'd be like, no, I can't. I never thought I was gonna go there. So one day, I ended up calling Kling. We were talking about the whole thing. So I ended up committing there. I think it was like last September, November, around there. I never at JUCO, right? Never thought I'd be going JUCO. You know, I was like D1, right? D1. It's always the big thing. Like Trent's going to Canisius probably, right?
I don't know yet, man.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I was set on D1 since probably a long time since I was a kid. It was always a dream to me. But going on trip, it's just a good start. Everything opens up after on trip. It's only a 2-year school. I thought about that. I never really got into it, but yeah, I thought it would be the best opportunity for me. I wouldn't play at like a Division I school first year or second year. They have like all the seniors and juniors play. I wouldn't have a lot of play time. So and trip was just the best opportunity I had. So I took it.
What are you looking to improve most on trip? What do you want to improve?
What do I want to improve?
Yep. Besides that diet.
The dial, okay. All right. It can go from mental to physical. Obviously you want to get bigger and stronger, maybe grow an inch, if it's still possible. We got to learn the game overall. But
growing might be a little late.
That's a good goal.
Yeah,
goal.
Yeah. You too, man. You too. Yeah, just being bigger, physical, stronger. Obviously getting in the gym. You're gonna be playing with grown men. You got to become a grown man. So, yeah, that's about it.
Grown men, baby.
Yeah.
Ty Mandola says, "Isn't Chris going to Coastal though?"
That was his dream. That was another dream. Those people that didn't know, he shot the coach an email. He was pretty confident about it, but nothing back. Never heard anything. That was when he was a little kid, though. He's grown a little bit, just a little, not much, but
yeah, just a little bit. The Myrtle days. We're going on to Myrtle. I'm going to see the Coastal coach. I'm going to talk to him.
There are a couple of questions here about Myrtle, so maybe that's is that what they were referring to?
Maybe. What are they?
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, Connor Schmidt just says, "Let's hear a little about Myrtle."
Myrtle Beach. That was a good trip. We could talk for probably like
hours.
If we had a whole weekend to be on this, we could probably go over everything we did in Myrtle. Like every day in school, it seemed like we talked about something different from Myrtle. There wasn't just one thing. That was it was crazy. It was absolutely probably the best time of my life.
Yeah, a lot of doors opened up.
For everyone watching, do you guys want this show to just go all weekend? I don't have anything to work Monday morning.
I think it's better if it doesn't.
Do you guys have maybe one or two stories you want to share from that?
Yeah, I can tell a story about Alex Bellett comes up to me. He comes down to our room. They got a senior room, and we got everybody else just who they wanted to be with, whatever their friends were, whatever. But our room was farther from, each room was like spaced out. So he had to walk down to our room. It's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. Somebody's knocking on our door. I'm worried it's like a noise complaint, something. I don't even know what's going on. I look out the little peephole. It's Bellett with like deodorant and sunglasses. I'm like, what are you doing? And he goes, "I'll sell you this to give me more money because I'm broke." And the people out there will know why he's broke. But yeah, he really tried to sell me deodorant, sunglasses. I think the next day he offered me a toothbrush. Never forget.
All used.
Home cooking the meat. Thought he was like a chef. Meat sucked. It tasted horrible. What do you got, Neino? PG-13?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. There's not a lot of stuff I can share.
The bus rides with Zach and Puzan.
I can just say it's just been one big trip. It just brought us all together. I can't to be honest with you, I can't share any stories I got. I'll say something else about Myrtle.
Nino was in
the new guys.
I had to walk to the party room.
Yeah. For the new guys that would come with us, they didn't really know what to expect. Trent was were you a freshman when you first came, right?
To Disney, yeah.
Yeah. Well, same point. Like you came with us,
Yeah.
You didn't know what to expect.
No. Nope.
Yeah. So it's just an eye opener for the boys, you know. For all the new guys coming, they get to meet everybody else, you know. And without the trip, I don't think we would be as close. Definitely spent a lot of time together. It's a whole week, you know. We miss it too much, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah.
I wish I could share a couple stories. I wish.
I appreciate you holding back there. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Just in general, what do you guys love the most about baseball?
Trent's frozen for me.
Uh-oh, he is. Hang on. Trent.
He texted me. Hold on.
Okay.
He said it crashed.
Okay.
I think we gotta wait for him. Yeah.
All right. Well, hopefully he'll be back in a second. For now, we got his face on there. Chris, if you want to share your answer,
at me.
and then when he comes back, we can ask him too. So, just what do you love the most
What
about
was the
baseball?
question?
What do you love the most about baseball, just in general?
In general, it just takes all the stress away. To be honest, have a lot of things going on with your life. Say something going on with your family, other friends. It's just one thing to fall back on. You know, you go to the games, you get to see the boys. It's like a different feeling every time. You know, obviously playing it. You know, I've been playing it since I was 9. Everything about the game, to be honest. Behind the plate, talking to the umpire, you know, having good conversations with the ump. I don't think a lot of people know the feeling, but when you hit the ball hard with wood, that's one of the things I like about baseball. There's no other feeling like that either, you know. Yeah, just the game as a whole, it's like the thing I love the most, to be honest.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, we're gonna just take a break here real quick because I'm gonna try to reconnect Trent. So hang on.
All right, let's go.
All right. That commercial break was brought to you by Wegmans Spring Water.
Dasani's better.
But
Yeah, all right.
is brought to you by Wegmans. Yeah, sorry, we lost Trent there for a second because, as Ava Miller says, apparently he has the worst connection in the entire world. So,
My connection's great. It was the Microsoft.
Connected to McDonald's. You're on McDonald's Wi-Fi. Come on.
we are back now. And Trent, if you want to share your answer of just what you love the most about baseball in general.
Man, the sound of a wood bat, the sound of cleats on a like dugout concrete, just baseball. It's great. It's America's game. I like how it just brought us together. I mean, a lot of sports, like I play basketball, you don't have the kind of downtime you do in baseball. Like you're on the court, you're playing. If you're on the baseball field, they throw a pitch, you got 30 seconds probably in between there to just, I don't know, crack a joke with the boys. I play shortstop, so in the middle, me and Cole Oskowski, we had a lot of quality conversations there. But yeah, just the mental aspect, like it's a lot more thinking than a lot of other games because of how many different things can happen. It's the most difficult sport to play. I don't care what people say.
Thank you.
Yeah, like if you think about it, all these athletes, like Michael Jordan, you guys think he's the greatest basketball player of all time. I don't know why you think that, but let's say he is. He tries to go play baseball, he can't because.
He did play baseball.
What's that?
Michael Jordan did play baseball.
Right, and he was awful because no athlete can just switch to baseball. They can switch to any other sport. Michael Jordan could have went and been a great wide receiver. I guarantee it. Not baseball. Not baseball. But yeah, just baseball. Being with the boys, a lot of downtime.
What if LeBron played baseball?
He probably wouldn't do very well. I mean, he's the GOAT, but I mean, it's baseball. It's a different breed. Different breed.
That actually then fine. We'll talk about baseball. Who's your favorite Major League Baseball player? Who do you guys try to kind of model your game after?
Neino, what are you gonna say?
I had to think about that, but one guy I try to mimic. I'd say Ronald Acuna Jr. You guys know him? Probably not. He doesn't speak English. I don't think anybody would know him, but I pick apart every single little technique in his swing, his hands, the way he moves his hips, everything like that. I can't understand what he said. I can't understand what he says. You know, he doesn't really talk on like any YouTube videos, but I like watching him the most. I think he has the best swing. That's definitely my favorite player.
My last interview with Tom Prince, I said Javier Baez. He's flashy, but honestly, if I could say, I wouldn't really say a specific player. All the young guys in the league right now from like other countries that are like playing their heart out, like they have something to prove, that are having fun playing baseball. Those are my guys. That stuff's fun to watch. I hate seeing like nowadays, like all the announcers are like, look at the veteran catcher, or like take the guy under his wing. Like, I don't know. I don't like watching that. I'd rather see the young guys do some cool stuff. Like, that's my kind of thing. I don't know. I don't really have a specific guy. Pools?
No.
Wait,
no, it's not Pools. I only see his feet.
Focus.
I only see his feet.
I know. There's. Oh, never mind. I was showing you the wrong side. That would help.
Oh. No, come on. Pirates fan. Who do you like, Melissa? What's your guy?
Well, see, my favorite. I mean, Adam LaRoche was my favorite. Obviously, he retired
right now.
And then my other favorite just announced his retirement. My other favorite was Steve Pearce. And I know people are like, oh, you jump on the bandwagon. Yeah. No, I started liking Steve Pearce in 2009 when he was still in the minors with the Pirates. And I think I'd started to kind of realize they were probably going to be done with Adam LaRoche pretty soon.
Yeah.
So I met Steve Pearce like at like a AAA game, and he was great. And I was like, all right, I like this guy. And then just, followed him through his career, and he's just, he's a great guy. And then he grew up a Red Sox fan. So being able to see him, be able to kind of accomplish his dream like that was just crazy.
He popped off.
Yeah, he was MVP, wasn't he?
Yeah. That was World Series MVP.
Out of all
all
the big names here, he won that. That was kind of cool.
It was really cool. My mom is like a crazy huge Red Sox fan, but I'm not. When I first got into baseball, I liked the Red Sox a little bit because my grandpa was a big Red Sox fan, and I honestly got into baseball and started watching sports in general in 2004 when the Red Sox won the World Series that year. But then as time went on, I started liking the Pirates more for some reason, and that's my team now. I don't really know who my favorite player is right now, so we're working on that. So
the Red Sox, wow.
Yeah.
Go Yankees.
We always joked too that my grandpa hated the Yankees more than he liked the Red Sox. So.
They were going to win a World Series this year. And it's really all came down to. They're getting robbed out here. They were supposed to play the Astros today and hit Altuve and Bregman.
Oh, yeah.
Little bench player.
Yeah.
That would have been cool.
Would have been
that
fun.
Been cool.
Yeah, I bought my mom for Christmas. I bought her tickets to the Red Sox Pirates game in Pittsburgh in July.
Oh, really?
And we'll see if that even happens at this point. So
yeah,
I hope so.
She cried when she opened them, so I mean, at least that was worth it. But I don't know if we're actually going to be able to go. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough. I do. I mean, there's a couple Pirates that I think are pretty cool, but Adam LaRoche and Steve Pearce were my guys. So, and then I really liked. I don't even know if you guys will know who this is, but he was on the Pirates for like a season, and now he's I forget where he's managing, but he's coaching. I think in the majors now. But I loved Rod Barajas. You guys know who that is?
Catcher? Was he a catcher?
Yeah.
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 He played for the Dodgers too, I think.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, he was okay, right? Wasn't he? He wasn't like a stud.
No, he wasn't good, and I like defended him to the death anyways, and people hated me for it. But
my brother's a Pirates fan.
Okay. It was actually there was a really fun game. It was in May, I believe, and it was in 2012, so 8 years ago. They were playing the Nationals in Pittsburgh, and the Pirates were up, and then Adam LaRoche homered to give the Nationals the lead, and then Rod Barajas hit a walk-off home run to win it.
Yeah.
So
that's
a
cool.
good game. Yeah.
I was born a Yankees fan because Aaron Boone, their manager now, hit a walk-off when I was being born. So
okay.
It's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, that is cool. Sydney says go Yankees, and Shay says go Red Sox.
Shay Chesky, does it say?
Yep.
Oh, Shay, you got to work on that.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there.
We have a question here from Cameron Holmes that I read to Neino over the break. Should we talk about that one now?
Go for it.
He wants to know about the time that Chris lost a home run derby to a PO.
Oh, yeah, that's a memory, man. Cam came to the pew with us. We had a bunch of different kids from our school. We actually, Ava Miller, who's probably still in here, she was there hitting softballs. But yeah, he beat Neino. Like, it was pretty bad. It was I felt embarrassed for him a little bit. I was in the outfield shagging, and I just see the PO come and smash all these balls over the fence. I don't know. I was kind of embarrassed for him, but it is what it is. He can take the heat on that one.
I just think I didn't drink enough milk. A couple curls, I think it would have been good. But
there you go. What else, guys? You guys have any questions for each other? Anything else?
Neino, how have you managed to get this kind of muscle content on that body of yours?
Did you actually just say that?
Yeah. How did you?
I got that.
What's the trick? I'm curious.
The
I'm
trick?
sure most of the girls in the crowd are curious too.
I think it all starts in the kitchen, to be honest. Every meal counts. Obviously, you got to put in the work. It's not an overnight thing.
Yeah.
Obviously, you got to pump the iron. But I think everything it's built on nutrition, protein, everything else. So
for sure, I must say, I look up to you when I'm in the gym. Every time I'm in the gym, I just think about Chris Neino. I just want to be him. That's really all there is to it. That's a leader right there.
I appreciate it.
Gotcha.
Chris, do you have any more questions for Trent?
Do you plan on being a best-selling author one day?
An author? No. I actually want to be a gym and health teacher. So, yeah, I want to teach the kids how to play dodgeball and kickball the correct way. I'm telling you, man, I'm on the come up in the teaching world. I'm gonna be a good teacher.
I'm taking Rez's job.
No, I'm not taking jobs. I'm just supporting. I'm gonna earn my way.
You can be a best-selling author at the same time,
I
mean, you'll have summers to write.
Why does everybody think I want to be a writer? Like, come on.
Always got inspirational quotes on hand. So.
They're not quotes, man. They're just what comes to mind.
He rewrites every song he listens to, you know.
As a teacher, man, I'm going to be an inspirational teacher. I'm telling you, kids are going to be like, they're going to be having a bad day. They're going to be like, where's Mr. Rumley's office? That's me. Come to me, man.
And then they're going to tell you to write a book once you give them advice.
Maybe. I hope not, because I do not want to write a book. I do not want to take the time to do that.
Okay.
I don't know.
Going to advice then, what is the best piece of advice you guys have ever heard, sports related or otherwise?
You go.
I got to think about it.
Really? See, that's my thing. I don't got to think. Maybe I could be an author. All right, that puts me on to something. No.
Right off the top.
Best piece of advice probably came from my siblings, who both are older and in college right now. My sister's not. She's out of college. But the best piece they ever told me was, this goes by fast. And it sounds like cliche, and it's really simple. And I feel like as a freshman and even sophomore, I was just like, yeah, it goes by fast. Okay. And like not really cherish anything. But now, like, I look up, Corona happens, I'm a senior. Like, it's just kind of crazy how fast it all happens. And like, it seems like you jam pack so much into it. Like, it seems like I'm out till midnight every day just doing stuff with my friends and stuff. But then, like, I don't know, the days just keep moving. It goes fast, and you make sure you do everything, because you don't want to miss something that turns into something that is better than you thought it would be, or just miss out on any memories that you could look back on and really say, this is the best 4 years of my life. Because I feel like I did everything. I went to every game, every time somebody asked me to go do something, I did it. And that's something I'm glad I did. And I hope senior year I can continue to do that. And yeah, that's my best piece.
You want me to give my best piece of advice, or what I've heard?
Put it out, man. You can talk too.
I know what I've heard, or what do you want?
Best piece of advice you've ever been given.
I'm going to go for my dad for this one. He told me for a long time not to take anything for granted. It's with everything. It goes for everything. From sports, you know, what your parents give you, respecting other people, you know, really just don't take anything for granted. For example, the season, we can just start on the season. Like no one thought it was going to happen. Everything got taken away. Now instead of walking across the stage, I don't think anybody we'd have in our graduation at a drive-in. So, just don't take anything for granted. I'd give that to anybody.
I got another one. Neino can attest to this. Don't quit. My parents taught me that one. Don't quit on, and that doesn't just mean like in sports or whatever. Don't quit on people that invested something in you. Keep everybody close. We go to a small school, and we know, I know every single person's name that I walk by on a daily basis. And I might not talk to them as much, but if people invest something in you, don't quit on them. Don't quit on anything, any of your teachers, nothing. Like, that's what's going to make you a better all-around person and just more successful in life.
Awesome.
I agree with that.
Miss Thome, you're watching. Shout out Miss Thome. She just texted me. Sorry.
Oh, awesome. If anybody in the comments has any last questions, send those in. I think we're gonna get ready to close out here. Frank Propus is in the comments now. He says, hi, Trenton.
What's up, Frank? One of the best leaders I played with right there. Now basketball coach, Franklin.
His dad's a great ref, too. I love his dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you guys have anything to say in closing?
I'm good. Thanks, everybody that listened, commented.
Yeah, thanks for coming out.
Yeah, for sure. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you guys for coming on. Thank you, everybody, for watching. It's really fun. Everybody have a great night. Thank you.